What's up, everybody in TV Wonderland? It's your boy Joshua Rose coming to you live from Missouri City, Texas. And for those of y'all that don't know where Missouri City, Texas is, it's a suburb just southwest of the city of Houston. Before I elaborate further on today's topic, just wanted to advertise today's beer. I'm a big in the craft beer scene. Today's beer is the Dirty Bastard from the Founders Brewing Company. It is a Scotch style ale, 8.5 ABV on the Richter scale. So it's a pretty deep, strong beer. Real good, by the way. And if y'all see a little fuzzy orange and white cat running around, that's my cat Mimi's. I'm in my garage, chilling, drinking a beer. She's running around. She sleeps in the garage. She's a rescue cat. I found her on the side of the road, and I decided to keep her. She's a cute little thing. Anyways, today's topic, what I would like to talk about, is men who ask women for money and how it's completely unacceptable and lame. And I've actually made two previous videos on this subject before, but I decided to redo it again for part 3, my trilogy, in 2019. First of all, I would like to say, let me contradict myself on what I just said. The only time it would be acceptable to ask a woman for money is if y'all been married for years and the man gets laid off, because that happens, so the female has to pay the bills and hold it down until he gets back on his feet. I have no problem with that. There's nothing wrong with that because you're a team. So, nothing wrong with that. But what I'm referring to are these men who've barely been dating a woman in like a year and a half or less, and you're asking for handouts. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, you motherfuckers should be ashamed of yourselves having to go up to your female, asking her for 50 or 100 or 200 bucks. Man, you a grown-ass man. What kind of grown-ass man can't come up with chump change like that? You know, that isn't nothing, you know. I'm 32 years old. I've been single for a minute. As I've been on these dates with these women that I've met over the years, I met some really good women, you know, and I'm dating a really good woman right now, by the way. I'll talk about her in a minute. Really good woman named Brooke. Anyways, all these different women I've met over the years, they're all saying the same thing about how men coming up to them for money or them having to help their men out financially. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm baffled when I hear stuff like that because I grew up in a household where the man pays for everything. And when I was growing up, I just assumed that every American household was like that. But you know, when you're young, your mind isn't fully developed. Now that I'm 32 years old, I see it's not like that. But what I'm saying is that, like, my dad grew up really poor. Now he's really successful. Owns his own construction company. My mom's never had to work. She hasn't worked in, I don't even remember. I'm 32. She hasn't worked ever. She's always been a housewife. She's got a master's degree. But my dad's always taken care of everything financially. He owns his own construction company. He's a successful businessman. You know, and I'm not saying that every American household has that luxury like I do. You know, I did when I was growing up. You know, there's a lot of blue-collar workers, of course, you know. But what I'm saying is, I was taught as a young male, my dad always taught me how to pay my bills, finances, everything. It was instilled in me since I was 12 years old. My dad always talked to me about money since I was a kid. I would go to work with my dad, and I was drilled about money and paying your bills and being successful, and it rubbed off on me. Thank you, Dad, by the way, for teaching me how to be a man. But now that I'm 32 years old and I'm going on these dates with these women, they're telling me about all the young men that are coming up asking for rent money, money to pay off their speeding ticket, money to pay their phone bill. I even had one woman tell me that her boyfriend asked her for $3,000 to put a down payment on a car. I mean, like I said, I don't mean to repeat myself. You motherfuckers who ask females for money should be ashamed of yourselves. Once again. And I'm speaking to the guys around my age bracket that are 35 and below, because of course, I'm still a young male. So I don't know what takes place with the older community, 40s, 50s, etc. You know, I don't know if that happens in that age bracket, but I'm referring to the young males because it's like, did their fathers teach them anything on how to be a man? Like, tell them that's unacceptable, go do that shit to women. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to preach to the choir or anybody and tell y'all that I'm the best man in the world, because I'm not. I've made mistakes before. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all. When I was younger, like 22, 23 years old, I was no different from the rest of the young guys. All I cared about was sex. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all about that. But of course, I was a young man. I didn't know no better. I'm 32 years old now, and I realize that sleeping around doesn't make you a man. I thought it did when I was young, but it doesn't. But when it came to finances, oh no, Daddy always had that covered. I've had 3 girlfriends in my life, and you could speak to any one of them. Alicia Osborne, Ramona Jones, or Sharon Blocker. Those are their names, and you can ask any one of them. When it came to finances, they never had to pull a dime out of their pocket. I always had that covered, because that was my job as a man. Now, I'm not saying that the girl I'm talking to right now, if me and her ever get serious and we start dating for a long time, yeah, there might be a day down the road, you know, that I might let her pay for the dinner date or something. But other than that, I mean, I was instilled that this is my job to take care of everything. And I'm still going to be like that. And I'm going to teach my future son how to be like that, if I ever have a son, to say, hey, you're a man. Take care of your shit. Take care of your lady. You know, don't be like the rest of these young guys. And I'm going to be honest with you, America. If I discussed this with men my age, I'd say probably maybe 50 to 60% of them will argue with me on it. There are some young guys who do agree with me on this, but the vast majority I've talked to, they'll start arguing with me and tell me how they think it's acceptable to sit here and go roach off of a woman. You know, one told me, oh, you know, part of my urban vocabulary. But I was talking to one dude, and he's like, you know, you make and break bread together, which means you make money as a team and you break bread together. I said, you know what, dude? The only reason why you're even saying any of that, he called me whack, by the way. He said you're whack, homeboy. You're supposed to, you know, I'm like, the only reason why you're even calling me whack is because you yourself must ask women for money. I've had men argue with me on this subject, and the only reason why they're arguing with me is because I must have hit a spot because they asked women for money. Only men who ask women for money would argue with me about it. Like I said, if y'all been married or dating like 6 or 7 years, y'all a team. That's a different story. But if y'all barely been dating and you can't coming up to your girl asking her for some chump change like $100 or less, or $200, or even money for a car down payment like that other woman I met years ago, I mean, you're lame. You're supposed to be a man. You know, completely unacceptable to sit here and go with your hand out to a female. You know, and I don't know. Maybe they put something in the water that distorted male's perception on everything. But, you know, I'm glad I'm getting older and I'm starting to see all this, you know. When I was younger, I didn't see none of this. My advice to any young male who's younger than me, 25 or less, get your shit together and don't ask a woman for anything financially. I mean, like I said, y'all been married a long time, fine. But don't be sticking your hand out panhandling off females, because I've been hearing this for years and years about women having to, you know, support their man or take care, you know, help him, you know, give me money, give me money, give me money. Unacceptable. You get your shit together, you pay your own bills, don't go to your woman asking for anything. You should be the leader and take charge. That's how I was raised. So, I don't know, but it's my personal, damn, the spirit's good. Just my personal theory on the subject, and I might piss people off, ruffle some feathers with this video, but I don't care. Because I made videos before, and you know, I've had people cuss me out on YouTube. It don't even bother me. It is what it is. Anyways, before I head out, I just want to apologize and tell you if my video isn't very well narrated, it's because I really don't make too many videos. So I'm going to start making more videos, and I'll get a little more experience. But like I said, you know, I just make a few videos for coin collecting here and there. But other than my silver coin videos I really don't have any videos. You know, like my brother, he's a big YouTube star. And he's got dozens and dozens of videos, and he's well known. And I've seen him on TV many times because of his YouTube videos. So he's very good at narrating these videos. But of course, he has a lot of experience making these videos. So as I start making more videos, you know, narration in these videos will get better. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this beer. Chill. If y'all have any comments, feel free to comment on this underneath the video. Rate, subscribe. Peace out, America.